Hello and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. She's looking a little bit cloudy out there, a little bit foggy. But today we are going to throw in some potatoes. We have some sunflowers here, which should actually be going directly to our thing. I think I had it turned on, so it would automatically divert. Let's double check that. So many things going on. Potatoes and sunflowers. So sunflowers, I want them to distribute. And potatoes, what have we got? Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. So they can go. I think I left these on like this just to see how many we got in a 24-hour period, which hasn't been 24 hours yet, but at least we can run both of them. This one we can take over with us. That can come over to the all-in-one production building. We'll drop that off on the way through, and then we'll duck up to the field. I've already got the tractor and the seeder up there, the planter. We've got the fertilizer up there. We just have to bring the roller up. I haven't done potatoes before, so if I'm doing it wrong, let me know, but I figure you need to roll it. And if you do, the roller is just down there. We just got to bring it up. So I can go in there so we can get some more oil. Got some fabric here, which can go to the boatyard. So we'll have to come back and pick up all them. Bits and pieces scattered everywhere. So we got our seeder. This is the first time I'm doing potatoes, so like I said, if I do it wrong, let me know. Because I don't know. The learning curve. For me it is. Some of you maybe. My water bottle's popping. That looks like she's ready to go. So we need to just drive. There we go. We are planting. So I'll just do a run around the outskirts first. This field, as you can tell by the picture in the map, it's a little bit angled. Not all perfectly straight. But that doesn't matter. I think there is some fertilization on this field as well. Not sure how much, but what we'll probably do is we'll go across the top. And then that's usually the only area we get hung up on. Oh, this is heaps wider. I mean, I could go wider, but yeah, I messed up there. But it is what it is. I could have come right out like this. See, we're learning. I think we're going to go through a fair few potatoes too, by the look of it. I already nearly used. There's 400 litres gone already. So yeah, we may need to bring some more over, which is fine. And this is why I wanted to set up the open air garden with potatoes, because that would give us potatoes to put in here to reseed. Yeah, I think we might come and clear out some of these little ones, these little shrubby ones, just so when we need to run the harvester and stuff, it can have room to turn around. Actually, I think some of these might be the ones we planted, are they? It's been about 4 or 5 months, so they should be sticking their heads through by now. Let's just put the worker on, he can do another run. We'll go and have a look. Where are we? We put some down here. I haven't even started, that's it. They're not growing yet. Come on. At least if they haven't grown soon, we'll know you've done it wrong. This barley's looking good. Got the fertilizer down here ready. We might move this over this way, so when we do come up and down, we're not going to be in the way. might have a quick look and see what it says. Let's see if it says we're fertilised. Yeah, so it needs rolling as well. So I think we'll roll it. Trial coat of fertiliser on it. That'll get us up to 66%. And then we should be good. I'm gonna go through all of them again. I've got too many cars. Not too bad. The train, choo choo. We might have to tidy up that gap there. We might have made a bit of a mess with it, but I'll make sure we get it all sorted. Lower that. Cover all bases. We'll zoom over here and we'll start on the far side and just work our way across. Might do a little bit of a time lapse until we run out of taters. And then we'll pop back and fill her up. Actually, I better make sure the workers... I put the work on us before and noticed that our... Where is it? Yeah, they're buying everything. That's not good. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Almost out of taters, out of seeds, so we'll duck back up. Top it back off. We'll let us fold it up while we're still moving. Yep. I think we still got 2,000 litres left there, so I'm not sure. I think we'll have to buy more regardless. Oh, we've got those little ones up here. Let's see if that works. Might not be able to lift them though. We've got the bags of them over here, the boxes of them, so if we can use them, that'll be wicked. Then we've still got a couple thousand litres at the shop. Yep, taking them. Should have thought about that beforehand and turned this on a day ago, then we wouldn't have had to buy the potato seeds to fill it originally. Done. We'll go and grab the extra ones that we had sitting at the shop. And good to go. I think our paper roll and cardboard roll facility is out of wood. So we'll have to go and grab all those shortly as well. Our roll is still there, so we can send that up behind one of the trucks. This should give us 4,000 or 5,000 litres. That should be enough to finish it. Almost 6,000, so that should be plenty. Planting potatoes or harvesting potatoes, you get absolutely filthy. Oh, I just opened by accident, my bad. I'm just gonna have to be careful getting up the road. I love the old JCB. I've used this in most of my maps, or not this one specifically, but that's the wrong button, and it started dropping it down. I've used this one, these JCBs, the medium or the large size in most of my maps. They're just a good all-round tractor. They do tend to wear out a lot faster, like as you get them up there in hours, they do tend to need servicing more often, but I don't know, I think they're worth it. They're not the highest horsepower beasts, but especially this one, having the front end loader attacher, all those bits and pieces, it just makes life a lot easier having, especially when you're starting out with not a whole lot of cash. If you can get one of these second hand, I think luckily we did Backroads County when we were doing that one, we managed to get one second hand, but after it got to about 30-40 hours, it was costing us way too much, so we ended up buying a new one. By then we'd earned enough cash to do it as well, so okie doke. I might set the worker off there for a minute, let him get his stuff sorted. We'll grab one of our trucks. Can be unpacked, unlocked, unloaded. We'll go down in this one to grab our roller. Maybe we'll get a start just doing some edging on the potatoes. It's a decent sized field, so I mean the potato or the roller actually does a lot more meterage than the seeder, which is good. Won't take us as long. That'd be good for the suspension, doing that all the time. Suppose we'll probably sell it before we have any major issues or any of that stuff anyway. Some poor bugger like me will get it second hand or a different map. Flogged out and bent in the middle. Roller coaster's still going well. I haven't seen it moving much today. It might be down for maintenance. But we did sell another boat yesterday. That was number 3. And we're already on to making number 4. Probably have to drop off some planks, some fabric and bits and bobs there. Let's see, this wants to drift. Uh-oh. That wasn't great. I still don't know what to do over here. Should we put like a little field in next to us there, or some sheds, or no idea. Let's see how much of this yeah, most of these rocks are going to go down with it as well, which is good. Just double check if it needs rolling. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Want it down. The thing when you turn a worker off, sometimes it's like takes you 15 minutes to get the bloody thing reset. But at least we know that's going to work now, so we can get back into this tractor, get it all finished, and start the rolling process. Good times. Alright, so we're getting close. We're 1,000 litres of potatoes left again. Hopefully we can get it done with what we've got left. That'll be 13,000 litres worth. Only got a little bit left, so fingers crossed. Be a pain in the bum to have to drive all the way back. We should be okay. I've got the fertiliser truck sitting there because I do have the worker coming along behind us doing the rolling. Okay, We're gonna make it. Wicked. I didn't think we were going to then. Starting to get a bit panicky, but it seems that as we get over the areas that have already been done, it's not using the potatoes as fast, which is great. We'll get this thing over here, fold it up, bucket out of the way. And hopefully we'll get there just in time to move the fertilizer cart. And the roller can keep steaming on ahead. See what I did there? Steam roller. Yeah, okay. You tell I'm tired. Right, so it's going to let us do the other round of fertilizing now. So we'll zoom up here up the top, run across the back of the field first. We will have to probably take over from the roller shortly. He'll probably get a bit messed up coming along these edges here. Tends to not really ever work out that well. It's always good fertilizing on a fresh field because you can see what your lines are and what they're not. So I'll get this pass done. And we'll probably put the worker in this thing. We'll jump back in, take over from the roller. Even though the roller's a pain in the bum because it's so slow. We can handle the bit on the far side that's a bit of an issue with the angle. I probably should have just left this field a bit more squared off, but we'll see how we go. We will lose a little bit of the field by doing that. But we do have this area over here. Behind field number 1, I think it is. Right, let's catch up with the roller, which isn't hard because it's slow. That's why I thought we'd get the roller in while we're doing that. Catch up a little bit. Come on, can we make it? Yoink, got it. Straighten up now, mess that up. Be busy rushing. That should be good enough there for us. Yeah, this is what we're up to. In a fair few, probably, I don't know, 40 minutes of seeding. And that's why I'm like, I've got to get the roller going now. I know it is like double and a bit wider than the seeder. Oops, I missed it. But it does go a little bit slower, so I had to make sure we had that covered because we've still got to duck around and pick up our productions and tidy up, see what bits and pieces it needs. But yeah, we'll just cruise control on 12 kilometers an hour. It's drifting off a little bit there. There we go. Back on track. Try and keep that front wheel in that groove. Like that. We shouldn't have an issue now. But yeah, you can see what I mean about the side of the field. If I put a worker on now, he'll get to the end and go, yep, we're done. Can't find field or whatever they say. I don't know, what's he doing? Maybe it was close enough for him to pick it up. Let's see what happens. I may have underestimated our atomic idiots. Automated idiots, or what was it DJ Graham calls them? Idiots? Automatic idiots, or artificial idiots, whatever he says. Best word ever. Okay, I didn't think that would pick it up then. Good job, bloody. This fertilizer's going to catch up with us before we get it all finished though. I think that does 40 meters per run. That's super handy. I'm not going to make you sit through this like I have to. So we'll come back to you when we're on the last part. Finally, last little bit. The fertilizer did catch up. It did beat us to the end. But that's okay. Not all bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold you little buggers. Hurry, hurry. Got heaps of metal sitting over there, so that's good. We might store these in the front of the cow barn for now. Clear up some space over there. And I did see a mower I wanted to have a look at. It was cheap. Looked like it'd be a little bit of a ripper. Oy, okay. Trying to do some crazy random stunts. Like Nitro Circus is in town. Get this out of the way. Or we can bring the mower over here and test it around here. The grass is sort of starting to slowly come back now, so miles off. What am I doing? Fertilizer spray there. We could probably get rid of that if we're not going to keep using that. Where are we? Mowers. Would love that. We just don't need it for the grass that we have. So we've got this Agco swather. 190 horsepower. 30 kilometers an hour. Then we've got this John Deere one. I don't know why it needs weights. Maybe we should put them on in, just in case. Might be safe. Beacons. We don't need an antenna. Exhaust up high. Interior. Okay. No filter. Do a small one. Mirrors. Need mirrors. Windows. We don't want dark things you can't see out. Main color. Design color. Yeah, let's just try it. It looked pretty good. If it's grass, which I'm hoping it is. Let's try that. It's meant to be a mower. Looks pretty fancy and it's cheap. So about 20 grand for the whole lot. Looks like a bit of a weird design, but if it works, is it that silly? It says mower. Does it spray it everywhere? Does it shoot it out where we want it though? That is the question. Look at that. Puts it out in the middle. I've seen it, I'm like, for 30 grand, if that works, that's a bit of a ripper. You want to do baling, you want to do this, you want to do that, there you go, it's all there. It's in a pretty scented swath, like the swath said, pretty scented. Obviously you can't hire an AL worker because it's not a field of grass. But I was thinking about changing that, especially around the other side near the factories. I was just thinking about putting a big grass field in there. That's why I thought this may be handy. I'm thinking now we should just put a grass field on this side. And you'd have to, yeah, we'd probably have to put like a road in the middle just to make sure that we didn't, when we cultivated it and reseeded our field, we didn't make a mess of it. But I'm pretty impressed with that. Gets along at 17 kilometers an hour. Got a pretty wicked little turn-in circle. The lights are a little bit basic, but for 30 grand compared to 100 for the same style of thing, I'm happy. So this can come and live over here because I'm sure we're going to mow this and want to pick it all up for the sheep. Bridge is a little bit tricky for it. Yeah, I think that's going to be a very valuable piece of kit. I mean, we do have enough money to buy the Big M, and I do want to try the new Crone, which is, it's got an attachment PTO on the back, so you can actually run everything. You can put a bigger horsepower motor in it. You can do all your different wheels. You can change the color if you want, so you go black. And if you're me, you do everything accessories green. And then on the back you can put a baler. Yeah, whatever you want. It can pick up as you go along. We might lease that later on to see what it does. Do some bales. Just mess about. See what's going to work for us. But that's only a new mod that came out just before Christmas. I haven't had the opportunity to use it yet. But I mean, then you've got your AgCo, which you can change different brands. I have used that before. That is a ripper. You got your two headers. They're 9.2 meters. Obviously, this one's only 4.5, so it is double the size. But for 14 grand on a farm that you're not relying on grass a lot, you're not doing massive grass fields. The only thing that could make that better would be a tow ball or a PT on the back, so you could run the baler. On Xbox, that would be a winning combination. Alright, let's get everything sorted. We'll go around and check on our productions. Okie dokie, so we've got some bathtubs, some barrels, some buckets, some shingles loaded up. We'll duck up here and see if there is any roofing panels. Whee, don't go over. Don't roll. Throw some of these on, then we'll go down to the boatyard. That needs some fabric too, so remind me to stop and grab some from the production facility where there's some sitting there. Just drop a... and these here, well, we won't need them all, but we may as well get rid of them all, because now the roller coaster's done, most of these are useless, basically. I'm sort of hoping once Giants comes back on, you know, if people start releasing mods that are interacting with these, that will be super cool. I may even do like another playthrough, but like a survival like a survival style. Just something different, like, you know, starting with nothing, just a chainsaw, and due to the fact there being plenty of trees and a little bit of grass, you should be able to... Shouldn't be such a... I mean, it's going to be an issue because there's so many trees. And the amount of trees you need to chop down, but I think it'll be a good one. Just for the simple fact there's trees everywhere. And, you know, if you started with the plot that's just over there that we normally start with, just that one, not the house land and stuff like that, it should be pretty good. So let's get to the actually, we'll duck up here to where the furniture store is and see if there's the wood turner place. I know we don't need the furniture for the oh, actually we don't need any of the stuff up there for the boat, so we can just head to the boatyard and see if it needs any of this. Sell the excess off. Actually, we'll go right down here because it's on the same street. Less turns. Grab some metal and some fabric, see if it needs that as well, and then should be well on the way to getting another boat done. We've got our potatoes in the ground now, which is good. Boat's definitely already started. So what do we need? Bring some wood beams down tomorrow. And some fabric, I guess. We'll pick up some of the metal. There's tons of metal sitting over there. Heaps of wood pellets as well. I was thinking about buying a bag of potatoes and just running the production to see if everything's working. But I might just wait. Shouldn't be too long till we have potatoes. I'll try and drive around the back side of this building. We'll probably clear it out a little bit and we can get in there easier. That would definitely be the wise thing to do. But I'm not wise, so that's why it hasn't been done yet. Sometimes these need a bit of a bump to get moving, especially with this auto load trailer. A lot of weight there. Have to get some more iron ore in here soon. We do have some in the silo, but probably venture up to the mine site to get some fresh stuff. Not fresh, but clear out the pile. I'm pretty sure that'll be getting up there. Oh, these ones getting done. Those three down there. Oh, there they go. How much more is there? Do another 6 pallets. Should be the last of them. Wicked. Right, let's see if we've got any wool at our sheep houses. We do, so we can drop that off. One there can stay there. We'll just take the full ones. Still got some grass there, so that's good. Why would walnut be accepted at its own point? Come on, man. What have we got here? Furniture. Lots of it. Oh, that's from the pellets, isn't it? I'd say that'd be the excess pellets. Dog just came barging in unannounced. And just walked back out. That's a light farm sim today. Get this one loaded up. Bread. Butter. Plenty of it. Oh, this one might not have got emptied last time. Squeeze it in. We'll have to go and check in a minute and make sure that nothing's pushed off the other side. Cheese, this can go to the cheese, and a few of these products can actually go into the new potato production, so we might drop some in there because we have no shortage of money in reality at the moment. So we might drive past there and see what it feels like taking. It might take all the butter and cheese, you just don't know. Let's see what happens. Took all the butter. Didn't want the cheese today. Oh, we're going the wrong way, so let's turn this big beast around. Sorry, buddy. Get down here and get rid of the if it needs any fabric and metal, and then we know that that's fully loaded up for another day or so. Just got to get the wood beams in there tomorrow. Taking all the fabric. Didn't take that much metal, unfortunately. Oh, they finally cleared out that field that was full of weeds for months. Get all this sold out. Finally over the $1 million mark. I know we did when we sold the boat, but it was only for a few seconds. $1.13 million. Wow. And I have no idea what to spend it on. It's just... There's nothing really that we need right now. Alright, I'm going to head up. We'll go clear out that last piece of land behind the, what's it called? The petrol station. And we'll work out what we're going to do up there. Maybe put in some more trees to start with. Okie dokie, welcome back. So, I did a thing. Cultivated all that. And now I want to try something else out. We've got these cedars. Always wondered why these little poles popped out. I'm like, I wonder if you could put more cedars on the back. That's what we've done. We put some cedars on a cedars on a cedars. Even this setup here is only like $18,000. They're $6,000 each. They're 5 meters wide each. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be good, bad, whatever. We're just going to try it. And it's going to be a bit of an issue around the outside edge. So yeah, sorry about that, the kids came in. But yeah, this is basically just a little bit of a testing. You know, obviously as we get around these edges here, we're going to see a bit that we've missed here and there. But $6,000, $12,000, $18,000, you know, we can duck back across and run over a few bits. I mean, even if you wanted to, you might even be able to put a roller behind this. Because you can attach things to it. So if you had a roller attached to the center, boom. 2 jobs at the same time. Like, I just thought it was a cool little thing to try out. And I mean, if we don't try things, we're never going to learn new things. So it doesn't like the 4-wheel steering. That's a bit too tight for it. But I think once you got the knack of it, for the price of it, It's just a good deal. I wonder if the worker can do it. Turn the worker on, let's see how they go with it. But, I mean, if you weren't doing corners and you were just up and down, up and down, up and down, no issues at all. Let's see how they go. Like I said, the biggest thing for me is price. Like if you were doing a let's play, a start from scratch, whatever. So at the moment it's turning them on and off to do certain sections. So now he's done that. See, how can, yeah, okay. Well, I can't reverse like that, they go nuts. Let's see what happens. If this works with a worker, like, boom, there's your issues fixed. This is, do a couple of headers, let it go. So yep, turning that one on. You set the top corner. Next one's turned on, next one's turned on, there you go, it's done. That is cool as. I love it. I reckon that's awesome. And now we're going to have grass. I mean, I don't know if it's going to go brown like the other grass does in winter. It may do because we've got seasons turned on. But yeah, we've got grass. We can bale it. We can use it for the goat or the sheep. We can use it to make silage. We can do whatever we want. And later on down the line, if we decide to do something different, there's a little bit missed there that we can fix. That was my issue from when I started the last run. Yeah, next time around we might do wheat, but we'll bring it in a little bit from the edge. So the harvester can fit around there, no issues, and get to all of it. So, I don't know, I just wanted to put some more farming on the map. There you go, look, all turned back on, off he goes again. And I think these are 6 meters wide, so in the shop, you can do it with the John Deere one too. So you got the case, it's in the case S100 mod pack, and there's another one here, the John Deere 8350. They're $6 grand. They do 18 Ks, they're 5.2 meters wide, so at the moment we're probably doing 14 meters because I've got it moved in a little bit just for the corners, which is not a big deal now. They need 60 horsepower. They take fertilizer and seed. Not a lot of them, not a lot of it, but I'd say it's going to be enough to do this whole field. I love it. I reckon that's a good idea. But we'll get this field done. We'll come back when we've got the roller ready. And yeah, we're going to have some more grass. If we don't need all the grass, we'll put a crop in. See you in a minute. Alrighty, so I saved you all the hassle of watching us cut down all these leftover trees. Now we can load some up, get them to the sawmill, and if we have any left, which we should do, there's a fair few here, we'll take them up to the paper mill and maybe the wood turners. This trailer is very, very stable. This telehandler isn't. We've overloaded it a little. But yeah, I just with the curvy bottom, which is a bit of an issue. I'll have to just work out what's right. Hang on a second. I'll have to work out what's the best length log, and probably not this many in one hit either. Is a good idea. Isn't a good idea. Try and get it close and just lift it up. Brush it in there. So I'm just going to have to work out the perfect length and what's the best for unloading. It definitely does unload what it did previously. Better than the last one because the other one just gets hung up on itself. This one may be better now. We're not having so many different lengths of logs in there. Before we had 3 different lengths of logs and they're all getting hung up. So let's see this time how it goes. I might just get these ones and we'll get that one next. The joys of a telehandler. You can overcome things. Yeah, there's probably 2 loads here, so we'll take a couple to the sawmill. We'll take one to the paper mill. The paper mill is chock-a-block full. There is no wood left. There is stacks of paper and cardboard everywhere, which is a good thing. Yeah, rolled on. I reckon we'll get another, try and get another batch on there on top. It feels like we're leaving it empty, having that front space, but yeah, I don't know. Well, like I said, that last load that we took down was 30-something thousand litres, and that was about the same that we used to take on the other trailer. This load may be a little bit less because we've got that gap underneath and then the gap at the front, but I guess we could probably, what are these, 10 metres? We could probably do 12 metre logs. That would be better for this trailer. Should we risk another? Let's just put some more on top. Just these ones here. We'll get these loaded up and be good to go. I think one's fallen off the other side there. Yeah, the sawmill should be absolutely chock-a-block full. Maybe an excess if there is too much in that pond. I mean, it is going to get used, regardless if it's today, tomorrow, next month. It is still going to get used. Can we lift this one with the super strength, or is it? I might see if we can get that up and in there. The straps on this don't look like they're strapping them down, but it really is. Maybe that's something they're going to fix. It's just when you have logs sticking on the piles, on the poles on the side like that, it tends to not look like they're strapped, but they are. And it has been a much stabler trailer. It just doesn't look like you get as much on there, but I guess because you've got the extra length, you can go longer. I didn't adjust for that this time because I'd already started cutting the logs this size before we got the trailer. But I think the next batch we'll do like 12 metre logs, see how that goes. I think these are 10, maybe 9. But we'll try some 12s. It'll fill up a little bit better, but look at that, the trailer lifts wheels, but the truck lifts a wheel, but the trailer doesn't, so pretty impressed with it. Probably the best towing trailer I've had for lumber so far. And it's most of the 82 studio stuff, I've never had an issue with any of it, I don't think. And if there was an issue, it's quickly rectified, so well done to them. And I haven't tried every mod, I'm not saying that, so don't hate me. But always, yeah, look at that, hang on a second. We've gone through all the wood. There should have been heaps there. Oh, only 2,000 litres, okay, that's alright. Right, let's try and get this unloaded. Come on, just flow off. Might have to just start reversing in and doing it the old way we used to do it. Now the trailers are working a bit better. There you go, come on, you can do it. Out you get. That'll do. We'll go and get another load, bring it up, and we'll bring you back to us. Okie dokie. Got the last of those rolled up, loaded up, I mean to say. What do we got this set at? Let's go 12, let's try 15 metres. I know it's going on the top of the trailer, there's a tree left here. We'll give it a shot, it's not going to hurt. It's not a full load anyway, so we'll try 15 metres, let's see if that fills the trailer from front to back. That's right, it's going to go the wrong way. Spin around, there we go. Saved it. Sort of. Probably only going to get one 15 metre row out of this. The other one will just be a little small one at the end, like so. And that's the problem with going with big long lengths, is unless you got a 30 meter, 32, 35 meter tree, which there is plenty of. You're going to end up with a heap of little offcuts like that. It's not too little. But then it's also transporting them, balancing them. You got to try and get them more in the middle, whereas normally you don't. Yeah, 12 meters would be about what you'd probably want to do. Sorry, 15 meters. 12 meters will be a little bit shy, a little bit short. But moving forward, we might try and do some 12 meter ones or 15 meter ones like that. Wherever it's available to. Like, as long as there's yeah, I mean, if it's going to the sawmill and we can unload 15 meter lengths, that's what we'll try and put in next time. Let's take the shortcut track. Well, normally these guys just drive straight through the river, so they don't go around the bridge, they just drive through here. Come up the other side, and that's it. Maybe not this river. A little bit of off-roading to test out the TLX in the trailer. What a beast. Love it. Nice little shortcut there. So yeah, let's get this unloaded if we can. And then I think we're going to rest up. Take the rest of the afternoon off. See if we can reverse this one in. Got a little one hanging out the back there that might be a bit of an issue, you might get hung up, but yeah, so I don't know if it's these trailers, the last two trailers have been a little bit too tall, or if it's been hot in the area and there's water evaporated out of the pond, but they don't seem to float as well like they did in the same areas before. Nice and deep there, so hopefully we can get them off. There we go. That should keep that place ticking over for a little while, a day or so, and we'll be good. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. We seriously have to come up and empty out our wood chips because we have tons up here now. We've left the link in the description for our second channel, our new channel, our socials. Maybe pop over, have a look, say hi. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks again.